Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Orlagh, and today I thought I'd show you what I ate in a day when I felt very PMSy and it was rainy and cold, so expect a lot of carbs and sugar. Just a quick reminder, this is just one day in my week, and this is just an example of dishes I eat, so don't take this as any dietary advice, etc, etc. But we're starting off the day with one of my favourite breakfasts, which is a tofu scramble. So I've heated up a hot pan and I'm currently frying some mushrooms, got a couple of different types in there. Want to fry them on their own for a little bit, so you make sure they are nice and crispy and browned, and then I'm adding some chopped courgette, some chopped red pepper, and I'm going to fry those for a couple of minutes. And yeah, once they're kind of softened and a bit golden, you're good to go. I'm making myself a cup of tea because of course I cannot start a day without a cup of tea. So just pouring that in there then, got mint in the background fully. And then I'm going to use garlic powder, oregano, parsley and some turmeric to flavour the tofu scramble. I get my tofu from Lidl, and this is like a biological or eco, what's the word? Organic tofu, and it's only €1 a block, and it's really good. It's the perfect consistency for scrambled tofu. Excuse me, voiceovers make me very croaky. So I've already added the garlic powder and salt and pepper at this stage, but I didn't film it, and now I'm adding some turmeric, which is mainly just for the colour, to be honest. It does add a bit of flavour, but mainly it's for the colour. And then I've added both of the herbs there, and then I'm just going to take some milk, you can use any plant-based milk you like, and add a little bit to kind of moisten it up a little bit, and a handful of spinach. I normally use frozen spinach for this, but we actually had fresh stuff instead of frozen, so I used that instead. And at this stage I'd normally add some nutritional yeast, but we were out, so que sera sera. And I've just added some spring onions on top, and then we have this lovely fresh white bread, which I just toasted 2 slices of that and spreaded some vegan butter on top, and now I'm just going to serve it up high. This serves 2. I used a whole block of tofu, so this is like a really nice filling meal, and I top it with some hemp seeds, which are full of vitamins, minerals and protein, which is very important. And then finally a little drizzle of olive oil, which is optional. And I love this breakfast. It really starts me off with kind of a really full stomach for the day because it's really protein packed, and yeah, it keeps me full for quite a while. Feel free to douse yours in Tabasco or don't. I'm a big fan of the hot pepper life. So for lunch I decided to make some pasta with pesto. This is just a really simple, quick, easy meal. I was PMSing a lot, just wanted those carbs and couldn't be bothered with anything more difficult, so here we are. So I'm salting some already boiled water. You want the salt to be, you want the water to taste quite salty. That's how you get good old pasta. And I'm using these Halloween shaped pasta pieces I had left over, which are really cute. Brings out the fun child in me. And I'm going to use this Meridian pesto and some sun-dried tomatoes, some chopped up chilies and spring onion, and then also about half a can of corn and a bit of shelled hemp, bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, put a bit of garlic powder in there too, and you just want to mix it all into the drained pasta. Really easy. It took me about like 8 minutes start to finish. Topped it with a bit of fresh basil from my slowly dying basil plant, bit of extra olive oil because we are in Spain, and a little bit of balsamic glaze. So this is really quick and delicious. You can't beat pesto on pasta. It's a classic, and yeah, I love it. Now time for coffee and a bit of a cake pick-me-up. I don't go out for coffee every day, I just seem to film these videos when I do. But I went to a lovely cafe called Cafe Plantate in Lavapiés, an area in Madrid, and I had a latte with oat milk, and then this really delicious apple and cinnamon cake that came with a couple of raspberries on the side. And yeah, I had a really nice solo coffee time, drank a load of water because, you know, hydrate people, especially after coffee, and yeah, it just hit the spot, and it was great because, you know, PMS equals cake. I eat cake all the time anyway, but who am I kidding? And then finally for dinner, to complete this carb fest of a day, I decided to make some pizza. So I had this already made pizza dough from the supermarket. Most of them are already vegan, but just make sure to check the ingredients. And then I decided to make it stuffed crust, so I made garlic butter by mashing 2 cloves of garlic in with some vegan marg and salt, pepper and herbs. And then I just coated the outside of the pizza dough with this mix. I didn't quite have enough, so I thought I'd do half stuffed crust with garlic sauce or garlic butter and the other half with barbecue. So that's what I did, and I'm just rolling up the sides here like that. It's really easy to do, and it just adds a bit of va-va-voom to your store-bought pizza base, because why not? And then I decided to add, just straight from the jar, some of this tomato passata, and used my handy spoon here. I'm doing this all one-handed because, as I said, PMS, I was in a bit of a bad mood that day, and I was like, I'm not going to get my tripod out, sorry guys. So if this footage is wobbly, you know why. I added some salt and pepper and some more mixed herbs. Herbs and spices are kind of essential in anyone's store cupboard, but definitely if you're a vegan, you want to spice up that food. I'm adding some chopped up red onion and then some more of the mushrooms that I used in breakfast earlier on that day, and I've just decided to go for the kind of already pre-portioned out ones because I couldn't chop one-handed. But you know, it's pizza, put whatever toppings on there that you like. I also added some corn on there at the end. Normally I put on some fresh chilies and things like that. Now here's where it kind of went a little bit awry. I burnt it because I spent too long singing in the shower. So as you can see, burnt that crust, that part there. Him, not so bad. That bit, not so bad either. But I like to keep it real, as you do know, so here's my burnt pizza. I wasn't going to not show you it. It was still really delicious. I just ate around the burnt bits, obviously. Don't want to get that heartburn. And I served it with a bit of token spinach with a light dressing and some guindillos, which are like these kind of pickled chilies, which are really good. And I settled down to watch a Christmas film. That wasn't a Christmas film, that was just some music on YouTube. And I had my lemon with sparkling water in my bougie glass. And then after, I made myself a peppermint tea, which is one of my favourite things to drink of an evening, in my little Christmassy cup because 'tis the season. And I decided to have some dark chocolate, some pecans and some vegan marshmallows. I ate about half of that because I didn't really feel like I wanted to eat the rest, but that was everything. So thank you so much for watching my what I eat in a day, and if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again around these parts soon. Thanks, bye.